say is immeasurable. It has impacted our lifestyle and how we do everything. Really, if you look at how we communicate today, how we transact, send money, interact, and even how we can now. I mean, take for instance the music industry. The reason why other people across the globe would have access to what we do here is because of tech. So it really cannot be measured. It's starting to define our everyday lives.
Tech has made tremendous impact in Africa, even for me, even in Nigeria, right? Because tech has created more opportunities for young people to get into the tech space, opportunities for you to build your tech skill, your tech careers, and also find opportunities for work, right? Aside from that, tech has supported the development of startups, new innovations, new products that just make lives easier for us. So definitely, I think tech is here to stay and to really improve our living conditions, definitely.
It has changed everything. Like for me as a designer, the impact of Figma in my life, collaborative design, has taught me that design is indeed collaborative and I can gain more success by working with more people. And tech has made that possible through collaboration and communication. So tech is everything. I just hope that we just get like more technological advancements in the country, like infrastructures, to just help everybody get more equipped and get into the tech space.
Tech is like growing very important in the world. We use it in everything, and so it's almost like it's very important for everyone to have a basic understanding of it. So I think we should introduce it very early from primary school. Maybe something simple for children, like introduction to some form of coding, baby coding, so to speak, so that when they are in the secondary school or uni, it doesn't have to be coding, it could be something just related to just raise their awareness better than it already is, because the whole world is catching up, like other countries are catching up. They are creating technology that far surpasses what we have here. And so one of the ways we can catch up with them is to kind of introduce it early for children.
Tech has largely brought down the barrier to entry for career expression for the young population. Africa has the youngest population. Nigeria currently has a median or an average age of about 17 years old. So tech coming in has really bridged the gap, made it easy for people to move into different expressions of career. So basically that's it. So that's been really a very big plus for a continent like Africa.
Tech is not what it used to be. We have tech invading like a lot of other, can I say, industries that tech wasn't a big part of. But these days we see tech being a big part of them. So I think it's just important for us to start from the early stage, from the onset.
Tech in Africa has been it started off slow, but as it's grown, it's been important and a pivotal point in this time that we're in. It's helped so many industries, helped so many companies to get out of problems that they were previously facing. In terms of interconnectedness, in terms of providing solutions, in terms of even fueling creativity, because now there's so many things that people in Nigeria can do because of the presence of tech that was not even available 2 to 3 years ago. For instance, the use of crypto for actual transactions, something that wasn't available previously, and now it's standard.
The first thing to do is to be deliberate with planning. So be deliberate with planning and also leverage on platforms that have already been built, and that's where AI comes to place, because you are able to leverage on other data that have already been built, and you can out of that data develop something that can scale, and then that way you are able to build something that is really wide and vast for people. So for digitizing technology and education, just like what the minister mentioned this morning, the one way to do that is to be deliberate with planning and leverage on already built platforms.
In the little ways like health, logistics, that tech has, interrupted or penetrated the whole industry, it's vital for us to make this known to younger generation that things like this are happening. For people like me, I grew up to know what tech is. It wasn't like something that was drilled into me when I was young. So it's something, whether put it into a curriculum in schools or just find a way, maybe post-school activities that helps children to know, that tech is invading spaces and that they should also jump on the train early enough so that they do not get left behind.
Introducing them at their young age, like their secondary school level, with the way we have summer schools abroad, you teach them the basics. That way they understand what tech is. And also into university curriculum, secondary school curriculums, introducing this data marketing, data analytics for beginners, those little things. That way they have an idea of what tech is. They can choose what they want, and when they are grown, they can now decide on which platform or which part of tech they want to venture into. But for now, at their young age, introduce it to them, let them know what tech is about and everything basically they need to know.
Tech should be a basic knowledge that every kid should have. It's just like handwriting is a rudiment for any kid going into the school. You start teaching them how to start writing and all that. So that is the way we should take tech, because if you see where the world is going to now, the world is becoming that digital that even without tech we might not be able to do some things. So we need to start teaching our kids even from very little, as little as inculcating it into possibly a kind of curriculum where we begin to teach them how to make use of this.
I think tech into the younger generation is quite important, particularly for Africa. The future of Africa is in the youth. And the capacity for Africa to take its rightful place in the global community in the future depends on how we're able to empower every youth, every child, everywhere in Africa to understand from very early age, to understand, appreciate technology and how it can be used to leverage in life.
Luckily, I feel like the younger generations are grasped onto tech already. I think what we need to do is steer them in a direction where they actually try to use their tech or their knowledge of tech to better Nigeria, better Africa, better the continent as a whole, rather than being a consumer of tech. Because it's very different being a consumer and being a producer or being an innovator. So giving our youth more chances or more spaces where they can actually delve into creating ideas or innovations that are based off their current usage of tech.
For more on well-researched and balanced stories, events and interviews across business, tech innovation and lifestyle, please like, share and subscribe to this channel, www.youtube.com/Digivation Network.